Therapy army, last be having you. Therapy army, wake up, wake up, wake up. Therapy army, where are you? Where are you? Therapy army. Big up to therapy army. I hope you're all doing well. Big up to everybody. Love and light. We got a lot of things to get into today. We got a lot of things to discuss. People, we got a lot of things to discuss. Hey, we're having it. Last be having you. Therapy army massive. Last be having you. On today's show, we're going to be talking about online fans. What happened to the Glazers full sale only? Because I'm confused, people. And then we're going to talk about how 1958 have exposed the other fan groups for their Glazer loving. It's a Glazer loving, people. Glazer loving. We hate the Glazers, man. We say it with our chest. We hate Glazers, and we say it with our chest. So big up to everybody. Everybody. Big up. Love and light. Big up to Tom. I hope you're doing well. Sending you and your family love, Tom. I hope you're doing well, bro. Love and light. Big up Khalees from Reading Last, Chief Editor United Real Therapy. Big up Lilas. Lilas is early bird, man. One of the early birds in this build in the house. Big up. And we got Saeed's joined us.
Come on. Big up.
For Nura, I'm saying United fans are the most deluded in the world. We need to unite all together for what we're falling and end the Glazers will never leave. Listen, at the end of the day, it's what it is, isn't it? You got fans now making excuses. There we go. Didn't know 25. Don't know 25 gives you keys. Jim Ratcliffe could be handed the keys to Manchester United soon as this week. Tom Marks, Telegraph, Docker. Didn't know 25. Don't know 25 gives you the keys.
Keys to the house, man. He thinks he's going to the house.
25 don't give you no keys to the house, mate.
He's going into the house and he's getting a little studio apartment in the house, man. He's like, yo, you got to stay in that room, pal. You know what I mean? You don't own the house yet. You know what I mean? You got an ensuite bathroom and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Apparently, this did not go down well with the Glazers, apparently. Qatari Group's opening statement to return Man FC to their former glories did not go down well with the Glazers.
Wow.
What are people to lie?
Wow.
This is what I'm saying to you. Wow. It's the whole club is built on a lie. And they're getting in their feelings because of this. As for the club formality started on the wrong foot and a month dragged on, it failed to recover. It is what it is, people. Big up, he says, big up, bro. Disgruntled blogger. Big up, Nuruddin. I hope you're getting better. Yeah, man, we're getting there, man. Ribs.
We're getting there.
Broken ribs take time, man. Broken ribs take time. Big up, Tom. Big up, everybody. Saeed, we're here to discuss, man.
Big up.
Like I said, I've done a bit of research and I've gone into a couple of spaces. To be fair, the spaces majority United fans.
How are the spaces like, by the way? Because I don't jump in enough. But what's the feeling amongst the fan base?
The fan base is that majority of them are like, nah, but some of them are on the toxic positivity tips, innit? They're like, well,
I hate that, man.
Give our Jimmy a chance. Give Jimmy. Jimmy might fix it. Give Jimmy with his 25% minor stake a chance. And I'm like, yo, I thought we were all in the full sale thing. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. So that's why I
did not see the banner. Did not see the banner at Old Trafford, by the way. Full sale only. Did you not see everywhere being you know? Did not people see it? But all of a sudden, but you know what? It might get into the football club. And
listen, because flip-flop have seen it because their favorite journalist, their favorite stenographer. They're not even called journalists; they're stenographers. Because they write what the club, and they go and write what the club is. Their favorite stenographers are all there. So they're just flip-flop FC. I told people, innit? I told everybody.
Yeah.
Flip-flop FC. Here we go. That's where we go. Flip-flop FC. Here we go.
Flip-flop FC, man. It's mad, you know. When you're deep, I just don't understand how the energies change, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, you could understand people's opinions, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Nah, man, enough's enough. You know, we ain't falling for that BS, bro. You know, simple as that. We ain't falling for that BS, bro. That's just simply how I feel right now. I can't lie. I'm just not falling for anything that they say, what they're trying to do, structure wise. Nah, man, it's all a bluff, bro. It's all a bluff.
100%. 100%. Why do you think, Saeed, though? Genuinely, why do you think? Because their favorite journalist. Their favorite in the know,
because
guys.
you know what it is, though. Because you know what it is. I feel like for me, when you get an overload of information, it kind of like appeases the fan base. So you see now when you say stenographers, now every single different Twitter account is putting out things out. So what happens then is they're like, oh well, it's not too bad then. And I think for me, what Jim Ratcliffe has done, and you can call it clever all you want, but he's used the word football structure a lot of times. Like he's used people, I will get the football structure right. This is what the fans have been complaining about, people not in the right spaces. So what he's done is he said, you know what? I'm going to fix things in the boardroom. But they doesn't realize that, you know what? To get the key decisions finalized, Joe Glazer is the main guy. And Avram Glazer, they're the main guys. When you need things signed off, I don't know if you've tweeted that, Norton, but if you need things signed off, you need to go to the head guy. So it may be, and when I spoke to Ben Jenkins yesterday, and I said to him, you know, is it a case of he's got control? Well, we don't know yet. It could be a gentleman's agreement. It could be a case of, you know, you might get control, but you might not. You know, you don't know.
Saeed, I'm sorry. The shares detect whether you get control or not.
Well,
They've still got 50% of the shares, and he's getting 25.
There you go.
What's going on out here, people? Fix up, look sharp. Listen, big up to everybody that's in here, man. Listen, our thoughts are with Tom. It's going through a difficult time at the moment, so we still like to send
big up Tom, man.
Our best wishes.
Tom, love, bro.
One of our contributors. Send him love. Chat gives our Tom
love.
Tom. And make sure you follow him at Tom Journalist. Tom Journalist 1 at Tom Journalist. Listen, the fan base for me are honestly the ones online. They make me laugh. I'm confused FC right now. I'm Saeed, I'm just like this, going through the timeline doing this. Just like this. I'm going through you know that emoji.
I'm not on Twitter, you know.
Saeed, that emoji. Twitter, man. I'm that emoji that. Yeah. I'm like that. I'm just like, wow, do you flip? You guys flip. Unless they're all getting paid, they're all on the payroll, bro. I don't know if they're on the payroll.
I'm not really here for the toxic positivity. Listen, people can believe what they want to believe, and I leave people to have their own hope and what they want to feel like. But please don't give it to me. That's why I've not been tweeting as much. I don't know if you've seen me, but I've not been tweeting as much because I'm just like, you know, the fan base will be like, "Shut up, Sai. Stop being negative. We're trying to move forward." I'm like, listen, you know what? Nah, mate. I'm just not getting in that kind of energy because that's what happens, isn't it? And then later on down the line, when it's all coming to fruition and you've been lied to, then it's like, oh well. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be crying, so yeah, I mean, like, nah, man, it's sickening, bro. When I see that news, you see me, I was devastated on Saturday. I needed time to take you know, just a step back and be like, you know what, let me compute this, man, because I was like, bro, that was our only hope, bro. It's like someone's taking the lottery off your hands. Imagine I give you a lottery of £1 million, but then I ripped it in front of you or I snatched it. That's what it felt like, London. And I'm not saying money defines you, but what I'm trying to say is that hope of changing your life.
Listen, no, it wasn't the money side. It wasn't the money. It was the hope of reconnecting fully with your football club under new ownership. Like, listen,
there you go.
If Jim Ratcliffe took over Manchester United, I would not be sitting here saying he's a rat. I promise you, I wouldn't. I've said it from day dot. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're from Mars, Jupiter, from wherever you're from. It's about you, the new start. You've robbed us of a new start. That's what you've done. Neil Ashton feeding his express for his ex-employer Sky. 100% Stephanie Griffin. We know that. Pick up to Stephanie Griffin, 44 likes, man. That's like 25% likes, man. That's what it is. You're all you're all like that. Like Paul Mitchell is gonna sort it out. Paul Mitchell, anything he wants to do, you can't get rid of Maguire, you can't get rid of anybody. And then he's gonna just sit there like a sitting duck and get sacked. Because Joe Glazer had to sign these things off. Not even but the guy that's employing him. He has to go. Jim has to go. Paul, I've just got to ring Joe. I don't know if you can do that, mate. Joe, can we do that? No, you can't. Sorry, Paul. We can't do that. That's how he rolls. That just broke it down for you.
That's how we roll, man. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You know, this Paul Mitchell as well, man. This another guy that I'm like, yo, man, I don't know, man. Again, too little, too late, bro. You know what I'm saying to you, man? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. He's had a Monaco, you know what I mean? It's not been, you know, like, I don't know. Everything right now just seems to be like, you know what? Let's just get everything that the fans wanted just to kind of appease them for a little bit. Let's go get them Paul Mitchell back. You know what I mean? Let's go get this back. Nah, man, Paul Mitchell was there when you needed to. You know, Paul Mitchell was there when we needed to get him. Him and Ragnick and whoever could have get everyone out. But you didn't do it then, did you? But all of a sudden now, Paul Mitchell comes over because Jim Ratcliffe has 25% of the football club. Come on, mate.
It's a joke, innit, Saeed? Let's be right, innit? It's a joke.
No, but it don't make sense to me, man. You could have had Paul Mitchell ready and available when you needed to. So all of a sudden you're bringing him in now.
Yeah, of course.
Man, it's
yeah. I'm telling you, Saeed, listen, it's a joke, but for me, please explain to me about the fan base, what's going on. Obviously, you've not been on social media. Big up Jarvis, by the way. Love and light. I've sent you the link if you want to jump on Jarvis. If you're busy, no problem whatsoever. Big up to you. Big up to Craig. He says, big up Tom. Lots of love to Tom. There we go. Of course, listen, we want to say by solidarity with the Palestinians
as well. That's where my mind's been at, to be fair, as well, man. That's where my mind's been at as well, to be fair. Like this is almost like becomes nothing when you look at the world as well that's going on, man.
When there's a genocide,
that's why, that's why
when there's a genocide listen, when you've seen a genocide in 4K, this is absolutely nothing. So yeah, we stand with the Palestinian people, and anybody who's got any consciousness, anybody as a human being will stand with them as well. That don't mean that we don't condone violence or deaths and the innocents getting murdered in Israel. We don't condone that either. We never condone. We do not do any killings or murder of any human beings. But the absolute onslaught, for me, this idea of Western democracy is a farce. It's a fraud.
Yeah.
Because you got exposed. Myth, you all got exposed, mate. You all got exposed.
It's when it suits them, it's when it suits them.
Part of the mafia, man. You have to be part of the mafia. Yeah. A minority investment from a venture capital will keep the Glazers and their ideology intact. Nothing will change. Exactly. Exactly. Positive FC. We got big up. Listen, it is what it is, mate. Saeed, there are rumors that are coming out saying that because for Jim Ratcliffe, the rat, to try to blag the fan base like he's going to be doing something in the background, Ten Hag has to finish fourth. Ten Hag ain't finishing fourth for where we are right now.
Where's that?
Because Saeed, I'm not lying to you, Champions League.
He can't sack him, though. He can't sack him, so what's his point?
Saeed,
he can't sack him.
No, if he's in control of, I don't know how 25% gives you full control of the sporting project, but if you go along with a positive FC style, let's go along with these sonographers, let's go along with these celebratory kind of like vibes, yeah. If we go with the vibes, Ten Hag ain't finishing fourth because you need, for me, nothing changes because Champions League money is needed. Champions League money will always be needed. So with a new structure, there's still the same goal as Champions League money. So if Ten Hag don't reach that, what's going to happen?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I don't get.
Ta-da,
it is ta-da.
Who's he going to put in charge? The cycling guy.
Oh, man, please don't do that, man. Don't do that. Seriously, man. Like, generally. Like,
so what's his name? So Tom Brentford. Is that his name? Bradford or whatever?
Brazzleford or something. Brazzleford, I think it is. Brazzleford. You know what I mean? It's a joke, bro. Like I said, I look at it and I think, Nuruddin, to be honest with you, like a lot of it is hopium, innit? You know what I mean? The fan base have got a lot of hopium, but then it turns ugly into toxic positivity. And then if you don't agree with it, you're like, well, what's your solution? Well, my solution is I said no Jim Ratcliffe if it means he's getting in bed with the Glazers, if it means he's getting a foot in the door while the Glazers still there. Simple as that. You know what? You know what's crazy? Yeah, this brother. I don't know. Like, we should have known about how dodgy this guy was when he was saying, "Oh, the Glazers are good people, man." Yeah, we should have known this guy was dodgy, man. Let's be honest, man, Nuruddin, man. And people at the time were saying, "Oh, you know what? He has to say that they're the owners." Nah, mate, you don't say nothing about that. You don't say nothing, mate, about the good people and what. You think the fan base want to hear that? For the family, you got to use your language is a very, very good indication of what you are as well. And we should have known that, mate. We should have sussed this guy out from early, mate. You know what I mean? Coming out and doing interviews. You know, they're good people. You know, they're good. Listen, man, do you see what they've done to you as a fan or a self-proclaimed football fan? You see what they've done to your football club about good guy and that. Get out of here, man.
Exactamundo. He says, big up. He's at the United. He says, come on, Nuruddin. Where's your faith, bro? Fabrizio and others told us the full sale will be announced at the end of May. Fair enough. He didn't say what May, but keep that faith. Outside United Britain is love. Absolutely. Big up Craig. Craig says, we're drained from it. What could have been? What it will kill us. Of course, it will kill
Yeah.
you. Of course, it will kill you. 25%. Listen, I don't want 25% likes on here. I hate the number 25%. I cannot detest
Yo.
25%. If I went to a shop now, wanted to buy something, and a guy said, "I'll give you 25% off," I'm like, "No, I'll pay full price. Thank you very much. I'll pay full price.
That's
Anything
a good one, you know.
25%, I'm
Anytime.
not having this. I'm telling you.
Flashbacks. I'll
I'm
give you
telling you,
flashbacks, Nuruddin.
I'm not having full. What's Paul Mitchell gonna do? Paul Mitchell, never people confused. Like, it's a joke, man. Let me
Similar
just get this super
circumstances,
chat.
Nuruddin.
Big
That's
up
the problem.
whoever's sending a super chat.
Big up Dr. Mohammed, man.
Yeah.
Big up, bro.
Exactly. Big up Dr. Mohammed. It's a sub for the super chat. It goes, we Somalis know suffering or in bless all innocent souls in Gaza, free Palestine. Exactly because of that, brother.
Of course.
Exactly because of that.
Of course,
and the
bro.
only difference
100%.
is that they happen to be Palestinian, they happen to be born in that side of the world. They happen to speak
Yep.
Arabic, they happen to be Muslim. That's why they're getting bombed. If they had blonde hair, blue-eyed, and they lived in Europe, they would not be getting bombed. Facts. But nobody wants to talk about that. Remember, people. Russia invaded Ukraine, came into Ukraine, and the whole world was like, yo, Ukraine, we outstand with Ukraine. Israel has been ethnically cleansing, brutal apartheid, racist occupation for 70 years and ongoing. But Palestinians need to be murdered, mate. Dehumanizing is what it's at. That is what it's at. It's dehumanization of Palestinians. And anywhere, any place in this world, whether you're Palestinian or not, we are against the dehumanization of human beings. Facts.
Yep.
On this channel we are. Big up to you, Doctor. Love and light, people. There we go. Talk to me, Saeed. Honestly, the fan base. Look, Saeed, let's explain it. Is it copium? Or is it toxic positivity? Or is it that because they've been brainwashed, Saeed? They've been brainwashed by journalists who are racist, who are Islamophobes and xenophobes, who are telling them they'll celebrate that the same journalists were going on cheerleading City, going, fantastic team, what a football club, what a treble, what a trophy.
Yeah.
And then saying, Manchester United can never be owned by Qatar. So have they been brainwashed and groomed and manipulated?
You know what?
And radicalized. Can we use these words? Radicalized, groomed. That's what happened to the fan base.
I think for me, obviously, when you listen to information, and I think Twitter is so bad at it as well because there's a lot of information going on. It's a new form of media now. Before, back in the day, you either listen to the news. I still listen to the news in terms of watch it, but if you're looking at things now, Twitter is easy access, Lorraine. It's easy access. Like you said, stenography. You can quickly put out information out there, and that's what people have done. It's hopium because obviously people want hope. And then it turns into toxic positivity. That's what it is, man. I feel like for me, that's what it's come down to. I feel like a lot of people will be like, you know what, Saeed, just cheer up, man. That's what I got today, man. Today on Twitter, some guy went, cheer up, man. Cheer up, man. It's gonna be okay. That's what it is. And you know what, man? Listen, if that's how you go through it, fair enough. But for me, I just won't be fooled into this, man. I really don't, man. I'm not, I had a path, Nurdin. I had a clear path and a clear plan. We all did as fan base. We said full sale only. That's what we said. We said that as fans. So we can't then say, well, you know what? I did say full sale, but you know what? I changed my mind. I don't mind if the Glazers stay, if that means in 10 years' time or 3 years. Because now it's like, why does it have to be 10? It could be 3, Nordin. Why are you putting it 10? I'm like, listen, how about you never know when it could happen? How about you never know if there's going to be a full sale? Yeah, they're giving you numbers so you can believe that. It's almost as if I say to you, Nordin, I'll be back in 2 minutes, or I might just give you a number, Nordin. I might say, I'll be back in a bit, man. I might give you a bit of hope. But reality, I may never come back. I might be 30 minutes late. So what they've done is they've given the fan base 3 years or whatever it is, or let's see how long it takes. And then it may be a case situation of, you know what? It's possible. So people are now stuck on that and then be like, you know what? There's hope then we can be a new football club in the next 3 years. But who knows? That's not guarantees, man. We're going to be still having this
100%,
conversation.
100%, bro. 100%.
Someone saying it, Strength of Panic lot pissed me off today, saying how Jim will be good. Bro, listen, everybody's got their own agenda. It isn't me. I just see things for what it is, black and white, man. Like, I don't really cut around the corners. I get it. You have to make the fan base positive. I get it. You have to,
Nah, you
you know
don't.
what I mean?
You know what? You're doing a disservice when you give the fan base
That's what I
toxic
said.
positivity. You can't give. Listen, people, go and check out. I think it's 251 podcast, Straight
51,
Jacket
yeah.
podcast. We've just discussed it all, people. We've discussed it all on there. It's the club finish. Make sure you go and check that out there, people. Go and check it out after you're done out here. We've done out here. Listen, it's clear. They look at the mirror investment. Listen. Stratford Paddock pissed me off today with saying so Jim's good. Well, how is he going to be good? What evidence have they got? What do they know that we don't? Have they got information that with the rest of the fan base doesn't? Are they just on that positive, toxic, positive FC thing? Yeah, is that what they're on? Or does it suit their because they're friends with people who are Islamophobes and who are racist and who are xenophobes who will cheer on Man City winning a treble, but then go, oh, but Manchester United can't have owners from that part of the world. Is that what we are? Cheer up, Saeed. I had to lose a few G's so my ass could fit in those tiny seats at OT. So thanks to the Glazers, I'm a bit healthier.
Yeah. Nah, fair, but that's a small win. Big up to you, man. I hear you on that
That's
one.
a win, United.
I tell you what, man. What about I sit next to a seat that is so warm and it's padded and it's an executive seat, but then my seat is just a plastic seat. You know what I mean? So it's not
Listen,
great, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We talked about it there. We looked into on the Straight Jacket Press about Ineos, Jim Ratcliffe, who they are, the characters that they are. They sell plastic, so they might make more plastic seats at Old Trafford. Hey, the Glazers might get a freebie on the plastics, yo. That's
That'll
what
be
they
their
do,
first
don't
sponsor. That'll be their first
Exactly.
sponsor. Environmental kind of,
Damage,
put it. And they might even put it on their shirts. You never know. They could put. I don't know if you can do that. You can put your shirt of your company on the sponsor. I don't know if that's possible.
Who's gonna stop them?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's about 250 of you in here, and we've got 86 likes. You're all on the 25% to try to piss me off. 20%, 25% likes. Is that what we're on now? 20. Are you the 25% likes club? Yeah, is that what you are? You're part of that club. You're part of the gym club.
Maybe they are, man.
If you're part of it, keep it where it is, right? If we don't have at least by the end of the show 200 likes, then you're all part of the gym 25% club, mate. Like I said, if I go to the shop and the guy says I'll give you 25% discount, I'm like, no, you hold it up discount. I'll pay full price. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
On bread, on milk, on anything, mate, on rice. And you know how I like my rice. Yeah. Don't worry. It just makes me suspicious that Glazers are still holding out for Super League. Don't trust them one bit. Of course we don't.
Bro, you never
That's
know,
why we never
man.
believed
You
it.
never know.
I never believed that people when everybody
exactly
everybody and their nan was telling me Sati. I sat here month after month and I was saying, don't get manipulated, fans. Don't stay. Sati, I'm undefeated. Because I always have to tell people, remind them again. I've got a degree in Glazeronomics. I've got a master's in Glazers and a PhD in Glazers.
Glazers. You've seen it all, man. You know how the club say, we've seen it all. We've won the lot. You've seen it all with United.
I've seen it, man. I've been there 19 years. I've been protesting against them, the vultures.
You've seen it.
19 years, nearly 20 years, man. And there was a chance to reunite. And listen, if Jim Ratcliffe now comes out and says, I'm taking full control of the club by the end of the year, I'd be like, go, Jim. I won't be calling him a rat anymore. But we looked at Arsenal and what happened to Arsenal. 10 years it took for Kroenke to get rid of Usmanov. 10 years. 10 years, that's what it took. But it is what it is. Let me just get the super chat quickly.
Yeah.
Big up the behind the never been to Old Trafford, lads. How bad are the toilets? I've heard people saying the toilets are filled with.
Bro, I've been in it once, Lorden, and I've never.
Yo, everybody goes to the toilet in the hotel if you can before the game starts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honestly,
I know people who hold it in. I know people who hold it in till they get home.
That's me. You know what? I go on the outside. You know, the outside they've got the portables. I'd rather go down there, mate. It's an absolute shambles, man. The roof's still leaking. You know what I mean? He's now saying that he's going to spend what 900 million, did he say, or something like that, or 90 million on the stadium infrastructure. Where are you getting this money from, man?
How much?
I want to know
900 million, he says. 900 million.
Well, let me look at it here. What does it say
It's
here?
all lies, man. Where are these lies coming from? I told you, it's all part of the PR. You're all getting brainwashed by PR people. And that's why the fan base are accepting 25% man to go and put in $1 billion in the stadium. Where's the money coming from? Who's going to pay that money back?
Sorry. He will expand Old Trafford to 90,000 seat stadium if Ratcliffe joins.
With what money?
That's what apparently.
With what money?
But that's what I'm saying. What money? What money do you have? What money do you have? You know.
Right.
What does it say here? Security will be stepped up at Man United's home match concerns over fan reactions to the Glazers stay at the club. Listen, man. You know what I mean? But then they do what they need to do. They obviously they might ban banners in the stadium now. You know what I mean? I don't remember the TRA. They said, you know what, they can't go to Galatasaray away or something like that, or they're not. So this. Listen, man. It's all about. You know what it is as well. It's all about your voice not being heard already, man. That's why I keep saying, man. Like I'm not in spaces, man. I'm not in these kind of places because you know what? They don't want me to be in there, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? If we was in there, imagine me and you was called into a press conference room, man, and we just said it how it was. Bro, are you kidding me? Be locked up, mate.
That's how it is, trust me. So you know the Manchester police, they don't need anything. They need any little to try to lock me up, man. It's if you know, you know. If you know, mate. If you know, you know. But listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, Saeed. This is what the fascinating. You know that straight away Richard Arnold's on the phone to Greater Manchester Police, right?
Yeah.
He's telling them, yo, guys, make sure the people are not coming to smash the place up. It's against Copenhagen on Tuesday. United fans are not going to do anything anyway. It's not even a protest planned because majority of them are buying 25% club. They've all joined the 25% club side. It looks like the majority of the fan base are part of the 25% club. And me and you are outside side.
Yeah. But also, I can't lie to you. I think majority of the fan base are just they're apathetic, man. I'll be real with you, man. I have to call it out, man. The Old Trafford fan base, they just.
So
I don't think
know
they're
why?
really
15,000 left. The 15,000 working class fans who will never accept it left because they knew. Why do you think they walked away in 2005, Saeed? Why do you think they did that? They walked away because they knew what was coming. And then more thousands walked away as the years got on. And in the last decade, you know the amount of people that go, you know what, I got rid of it. What's the point of me going there when the Glazers are doing what they're doing? We don't compete anything for anymore. You know, majority of fans, you have to have hope of competing, not winning everything. Manchester United, no football club has the right to win trophies, but everybody expects their team to compete, especially when we were so far ahead.
That's all.
We were so far ahead, Saeed.
That's all honestly, we want to see him. Yeah, go on.
The brainwashing of the fan base, the radicalization of the fan base is unbelievable by these Muppet journalists. Honestly, how many pieces of roof for 25%? Exactly. You can't even fix the whole roof. You can only fix 25% of the leaks on the roof, mate. That's all you can fix.
Yeah. Yeah. No, facts. You know what I mean? That's you don't, like I said, I don't know where the money's coming from, the source of money, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it, especially where it's going to be leveraged from. You know, the debt as well, man. He's never, I don't know where I see this, but he's never really come out with how he's going to get rid of the debt. He's saying, you know what, JP Morgan might come in and, et cetera, and stuff like that. Like, he's never really come in and talked about how he's going to relieve the debt, in all of the situation that he's talked about. He'd never come out and said anything.
Listen,
he's
look
never.
At this here. Look at this, my guy here. What's his name? Mabendi. Mabendi, big up to you. Always like to highlight people that disagree with us, but you're talking an absolute lot of waffle if I've ever heard it go. Guys, can you stop being disingenuous? As if you know the man's pocket. He might not be able to buy 100% now, but don't be saying he's broke when he can't do anything. Well, he can't because 25% means that you can't afford the club. like, so you want us to forget the evidence as what's reported right now, right? And you want us to go, living on a prayer. We want us to live on a hope and a prayer. Saeed, can you explain to this Muppet here? You are sorry because that's a Muppet quote. Yeah. You might not make a bit in puppet, but that quote is a Muppet quote. Saeed, can you tell him how long it took Kroenke to get rid of Usmanov in Arsenal?
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah, 8 years.
10 years, 10, 11 years.
10 years, 11 years.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, 25%.
10, 11 years he was there. My thing as well is, and this is a comment that's been raised there in terms of, You're waiting for 3 to 6 years. That's possible. What we don't know yet. That's just a number that's been put out there. And then what funds is he having after that? To kind of what funds do you reckon he's got to then build Man United? Because he's then just acquiring the football club already.
And where's the money
You then
coming
have to
from?
go to another next level. That's what I'm saying. Where's the money coming from? That's where for me, whereas this guy, Sheikh Jassim, had it outlined there. He had it ready. He had every figure ready. Up to 8 billion,
Yeah.
including
I'm not gonna lie
the
to you.
Purchase
Listen.
Football Club.
Yeah. Go ahead, Said. Go ahead.
No, just saying like including the Purchase Football Club plus everything else on top that he was meant to do. You could see he outlined the plan for us to kind of do what we needed to do to get back to a sustainable Man United. It's not Man United going to win trophies all of a sudden, but just we are then sustainable. We're debt free. We then can buy players. We then can sort out the training ground. We then can. And then the stadiums redevelopments are sorted out. Everything around Old Trafford, we're building jobs. It's a fresh start. You build the infrastructure. You set the
complete fresh
foundations.
start.
There's no foundations that have been set apart from football structure. You know what I mean? Without
like
no
that's gonna
clear
solve
say.
it. Like Saeed, it's almost like work on the football structure, but the people who will determine who've let the club fail for the last decade, and even more because Fergie's genius has kept that ship rolling in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through turbulent water. Fergie's genius, like honestly, like almost navigated the turbulent waters. And Fergie left, they got exposed for what they are. So all of a sudden, that's gonna change, and Paul Mitchell's gonna change it.
Jake, man,
Paul
Jake,
Mitchell.
you got to stop it, Jake. Jake's saying it, nothing is agreed yet. Sheikh Jassim can still win. Jake, man, you just have
Wow.
to stop
Yo,
now,
he's
man.
waiting.
Don't
He's
do
waiting
this.
for that last minute winner from Ollie, innit? And
Yeah.
Solskjaer's won it. That's what he's waiting
Yeah.
for.
Kenny Fan
Yeah.
TV said Said urged the fans not to go in the game and protest. Listen, I've said this before, I've tried this before, but I don't think there's enough of us, man. It needs 50,000 people to leave the stadium, walk out. It needs a big portion, guys. But will they do it? No. I think the biggest game to do it would be the Man City game. I seriously, if the 1958 or whoever's involved in it said walk out 70th minute, whatever it is, everybody leaves the stadium. Do you know how much that leaves on the biggest stage possible? No, do you know how much that impacts the situation of how the Glazers then feel and how Jim Ratcliffe feels? Because they're not happy. They're like, you know what? The match going fans are not happy, so they've left the stadium.
Yeah, exactly. But we're not going to do that because, like I said, majority of militant fans, working class fans, had to leave. They left because they knew what was coming. Big up to you, Khalis. And now, it's from the 90s, late 90s to the early 2000s, football in this country has become football is called the middle classification of football, and that's why the middle classes will sit there to their masters, to lords, and take it, while working class people always have to fight for everything they got in this country and all over the world. So that's the reason why. This is a class war to this. When Roy Keane specifically said the words, the prawn cocktail sandwich brigade, who did he mean by that? He was talking about the middle classifications, the middle classification of football. That's what he was on about. That's what he was on about. It's simple, people. You know what? Working class people always have to fight. Power concedes nothing without demand. And I'm sorry, in other countries, they've got ultras who are only working class. They will do what they have to do to protect their football club, regardless who the owners are, regardless who the players are. Here, you know what it is? The good old British mantra is, the conditioning is keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and
just go with it. Just get along with it, man. Get along with it.
That's it. Don't let life get you down, people. What's happening with the club? The club has come back from disasters and breakdowns. Love, adore, never ignore GGMU. Now, big up, Tom. Love to jump. Yes, it's true, Tom. The bigger picture of that. But at this moment, this is a blow, bro. Glazers telling the fan base, not me, Tom. I was always saying they were never going to go anywhere. But majority of the fan base bought it. And I was warning you all against it. But majority of the fan base, and my heart breaks for them. Honestly, to me, I swear, Saeed, I'm not as deviled. I'm not, because how can I be deviled when I know something that was coming, Saeed? How can I be deviled?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but it's like,
I'm deviled on behalf of the fan base. I am, because my heart breaks. The amount of DMs that I've got, so many people saying I've had to go out and get drunk. You know, on Saturday night, people are like, I've had to hit the bottle.
You know what? Drown the sorrows with drinking.
Yo, that's what I was like. Yo, I was like, yo, I've got broken ribs. I'm on strong.
But you know what though? it's not an acceptance now for the United fan base. Don't say we're not saying here now we're giving up on that. It's not we're giving up, but it's
No, we
almost
gotta
like
fight. We gotta keep fighting. We're gonna keep
yeah,
telling the
but it's
truth.
almost
We
like
gotta keep using our
I
platform to
won't
tell
get
the truth about what's
yeah.
going on, Saeed.
Yeah, but it's almost like, there's no point in saying now that there's going to be some sort of glamorous future for Man United. You have to be real. You have to keep it real now. I mean, this is not a time to kind of say, there was hope before with just him, but for me, it's a bleak future. You have to be open and honest. Right now, Man United, that's why we did the podcast, Our Man United Finish. It is a bleak future for United. If it hasn't been already for the past 10, 15 years anyway, you know what I mean? We could become that club where, you know what, like, AC Milan, look at AC Milan Noureddin for so many years, you know? AC
Yeah.
Milan were like silent giant, and now they've only just coming back, so it's going to take
But
radical
Saeed, but
change, and it
they
may
could
take
be
a
going
while.
back there because they've got dodgy owners. They've got dodgy
Hey?
owners as well. Apparently, the owners are still a bit dodgy because they keep changing hands. The club in Italy, AC Milan, they keep changing hands, so they
Wow.
could be back to in the wilderness again.
Leeds United, some people say you man are the new Leeds United. I don't know, we get relegated,
I
but
actually
listen,
think the Glazers will leave if they got relegated. That's the only thing. So that's why I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, whatever. If you get relegated, so be it. Because for me, I want to get rid of
yeah,
them. I want to do everything in my power to try to get rid of them. But in terms of the fan base, we're not united. Like I said to you, and where was we going to come to it right now? Our next thing. Those fans who are in that copium, toxic positivity, you can do one, people. You're all flip-flops and you should be all be embarrassed. You're all making excuses now about 25%. What's 25% going to get you? You're a minor. Your boy Ratcliffe is a
yeah.
minor. That's what you're celebrating. And I would not be calling him those things if he took over, even the Glazer share side. If he just took over 69% of the club, I'd be like, you know what? At least he took the Glazers out. But I told you from day dot, if it was just him, I'd be saying exactly the same. I have a serious crush on Nuruddin.
Yeah.
Big up
What?
Lewis. Somebody loves
Wow,
me. Yo, my mum, rest in peace to my mum. My mum
that's
once always
crazy.
told me, you know what she told me?
Yeah, rest
They're
in
not all
peace.
gonna love you, son. They're not all gonna hate you. But you know what? I'm getting some loving. Big up Lewis.
No,
I'll
big up,
take
man.
it.
Big up,
I'll
man.
take it. Hey, you know what they say there? Take the love wherever it comes, man. Take the love.
Take
Big
the
up.
love whenever he comes. Yeah, yeah, spot
Yeah,
on.
man.
Yeah,
Love to you, man. Love to you. Love to the Palestinians, man. Love to everybody suffering in this world. And love to the United fans who are absolutely devastated. Love to them as well. But guys, we're gonna go on to the second now, Saeed. So, Saeed,
yeah,
a couple of weeks ago, the 1958 did a brilliant statement where they basically asked all of Manchester United fan groups to basically disengage from any communication of any cooperation with a football club under the Glazer ownership.
yeah.
And guess what, Saeed? Let
The
me
most,
guess. What have they said? What do you think
yeah.
they've said, Saeed? What do you think they've come back and said? Have a guess, Saeed. Have a guess. Have a guess. Just have a guess. Just knowing what you know, Saeed.
What about the
Knowing
most?
what you know. What do you think they have said?
Well, obviously they said we want to dialect. We want to keep us updated on what's going on. We want to speak and da 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 da. You know what I'm
So
saying? So yeah,
this is my tweet, people. This
make
is
this a
my
little bit
tweet.
bigger. Make this a little
Yeah,
bit bigger.
I'll do it. 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll do it. 1 second. Um, if I do this, does it make it bigger, Saeed? Let me just minus this. When I do that, does that
If
make it
not,
bigger?
just
Does that make it
just go
bigger?
on the link. Just
It's
go on
like
the
make it big.
actual picture. Just go on the picture. So go on the actual image.
Okay. But has that made it bigger? No. Is it still small?
It's a bit small. Yeah. I don't know. It's small for me because I have to look at the screen like that. Just click on
Okay.
the
So
actual picture. That might make it better. Click on the actual link. Is that a picture, isn't it?
yeah,
Or is
it's
it
a
a link?
picture. Yeah, it's a
Yeah. So
picture.
go on go on the picture then.
There you go. Is
Yeah,
that better?
that's well better.
Yeah,
Well better.
So there we go. So Manchester, 1958, big up the 1958. They've literally challenged majority of Manchester United fans to say total the engagement from the Glazer ownership of Manchester United. Do not cooperate with the club. Time to end all communication and cooperation with the football club. We all need to
Yeah.
come out and unite to get Glazers out. And then this is the response. So, statement from Manchester United fan representing bodies, independent supporters groups in response to the call for unity and boycott from the 1958 group. There we go. Get ready for middle class muppet talk, right? Get ready for this, yeah? Coward talk, yeah? Get ready for this. We welcome the echo, the call for unity. Do you? All right. We all believe we need better ownership and investment for our club. Do you? I'm not sure about that. We all believe that fans have the right to lawfully protest. Lawfully protest. We all believe fans are right to be represented. What you representing? Clubs in the absolute in the mud for a decade. What are you representing? We all want what's best for our club and for all the fans. No, I don't believe you because you're just waffling right now. Many support protests, many support protests, many support dialogue, and many support both. They are complementary. Saeed, you hear that, bro? You hear that? Many support protests, many support dialogue, and many support both. You can't do your 25% speak both sides of your cheek, mate. You can't speak on both sides. You can't do it. You're absolute. This is what I call. Saeed, this is what middle classification of language is. This is what it is, right? This is all these middle class muppets, yeah? Because the real fans walked away because they knew what was coming. This is what I'm trying to educate the fan base about. For the greater good of our club, let's work towards our shared goals. Set aside what divides us and respect the different people working towards the same goal. What goal have you been working on, you muppets? We have different strategies to get there. So you sit there. That's all you do. The statement is supported by the following fan representative bodies, independent supporters groups, who represent Manchester United fans' view on the club. So this is who they are. This is who they are. Manchester United Fan Advisory Board, FAB. Manchester United Fans Forum. Manchester United Women's Support. And I'm disappointed with Manchester United Women's Supporters Club. Honestly, I'm so disappointed with them. The Rainbow Devils, I'm so disappointed with them as well. Because the club doesn't do enough to support them either. Manchester United Disabled Supporters Association. Listen, I'm telling you, you've all took the easy road, mate. To me, that's all cowardly. That is painstakingly cowardly, Saeed. We've read it fully out in the statement with my funny middle class voice. I've turned on my middle class voice to read that out because middle class Muppets wrote this. It's class warfare, people. Working class have known throughout history everywhere in this world. Power concedes nothing without demand. Simple as. Saeed, your response now that you've seen it.
Yeah, listen, man, it's you know what, it doesn't surprise me with the must in it because obviously before back in the day, man, you know what I mean, there was always this kind of like soft approach with them, you know what I mean? Did they really have the interest of the fans? You know what I mean? We always felt that they were very, very kind of not soft with the Glazers, but kind of almost like enabling in a sense, you know what I mean? Whereas to be fair, you did say the 1958, they said they're not having no interaction, they don't want to participate in any forms of discussion. They want a full sale. You know what I mean? And like I said to you, did they clarify it on there that they wanted full sale only? You know what I mean? Was there any clarification?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did they? No, I'm talking about this one here. The
in the state. No. Listen, at the end of the day,
that's what I'm saying to you. They did not clarify that, and that was something that again, you know, why is there certain language that's not been allowed to use? You know, is it a case of you have to again? What did I say before? To get something, you have to. You know what I mean? You have to. You're gonna lose something. So that's not right for me, bro. I'll be real with you, Loading. That's not. It don't sit with me, that man. You don't really sit with me, bro. So again, you know, the choice of language is interesting, but again, I ultimately think for me, you know, we don't want to participate in any sort of like, you know, it's almost like mind games with these Glazers, isn't it? Like they'll put things out there to talk, and we'll have this kind of chat, and we'll be like, oh, but you never know, you know, Jim Ratcliffe will be here, and you know, later on and down the line, you know, you might get something in a case of, you know, we might be full sale later on. So it's something that I feel like for me, it's like they should be here putting a strong message out there. You have the privilege, Nuruddin, of putting a strong message back out there. Imagine now Jim Ratcliffe reads that now. He's going to be thinking, hold on a minute. they're not too bad with that. They're actually okay with that, Nuruddin. They don't actually mind it. You see what I mean, Nuruddin? They don't actually
Facts.
mind that, they want to talk. And that for me, it's like, if you believe something and you said you wanted a full sale only, that's not the sort of language that you should be having, man. I'm sorry. It should be not in my name. Not the fans don't want this. That's it. No, no. No means no. We want a full sale only. Especially after the fact, Nuruddin, it's been dragged out for how long? What, a year? Now we're talking now? A year? Been dragged out, Nuruddin? A year? So it is what it is. It's sad, man. That they're the ones that are
Yeah, man.
representing us and they can't even.
Big up to everybody, man. If you can hear me, sorry,
Yeah.
we're having a bit of internet issues. Big up, though.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
we're
me?
having a bit of internet issues, but big up to everybody. At the end of the day, listen. Yeah, I can hear you.
You
Yeah, I
there,
can hear
Nuruddin?
you. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Big up
okay,
to
yeah, I can hear you.
Louise Wilbur. Nuruddin, you've got any calendar merch? Calendar?
Oh no! Oh my God!
You got any calendar merch? What does that mean?
Nah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know, man. You don't want to know.
No calendar merch, mate. Hold
Yeah,
tight,
man. He's
Louise.
he's
Hold
he's a
tight,
bit wild,
Louise.
man. Yeah,
He's a bit
he's
wild,
moving
love.
wild, mate.
It could be a woman, Louise. It could be a woman. Could be a woman. You never know. But love and light.
Yeah,
Listen, we've got a couple of minutes of bad internet. They try to shut down the truth, man. They try to shut down. Listen, first of all,
that's
I
what I'm
think it might
saying.
be his birthday today, or it might be a year, like when he passed away. But Ian Sterling, he was part of Must. Really nice guy.
Yeah,
Absolutely nothing but love
yeah.
for him.
He passed away as well.
May he
Yeah,
rest in peace. Yeah, may he rest in peace, Ian Sterling. At the end of the day, but I don't agree with Musk's tactics by cooperating and being in contact with the Glazers. I say it again. Ian Sterling wasn't a middle class, but a lot of people around the Musk are super middle class people, man, and they do things differently. And I'm sorry, Manchester United, if you're gonna be, you're gonna have to be working class and have to have working class kind of truth. You know what I love about working class people, Saeed? Right? We're all working class. There's a certain level of truth. There's no BS. It's just the truth. We call it kettle.
truth,
call
bro.
it what you see it.
Call it when you see it. Yep.
Call it. But here you have to use nice words and go around the houses. No, you're collaborating with the Glazers, and there you go. You get what you
got
want.
him. You've got in bed with the Glazers, man. That's what it is, man. If you got in bed with the Glazers, and you don't deserve to. You've lost the trust of the fans, and that's why, for me, I don't understand how people are giving him time. You've lost the trust of the fans. That's what it is, Nuruddin. You've lost the trust of the fans.
100%.
So for me, right now, it's like I don't buy into anything like that. I don't buy into what you're trying to tell me. I really don't, because you've lost the trust of the fans.
Exactly. Big up J2S. I don't think it's the Glazers. I think it might be Neil Ashton, because Neil Ashton has always tried to stop me and Saeed from telling the truth to the fans.
Yeah, Neil Ashton, yeah.
Neil Ashton, mate. Neil Ashton's always on our case, mate. Yeah, man. We're not even 150 likes, and there's nearly 380 of you in here. We're not even 150
Guys, make sure you like the video, man.
Saeed, honestly,
come on, man.
So what do you say? And subscribe to the channel, because trust me, here, I'm sorry that I'm become like the predictor of bad news, but I know Glazers, man. It's not about me predicting bad news, because I just know Glazers. I know how they move, and I never got bought into it. I never got sucked into it. But big up Jake, though. Is it Jake that's about Jake's looking for a last-minute 97 Scott McTominay winner with Sheikh Jazim coming back? Hold tight, man. However you want to cope, man. We're with you. Nuruddin, you're a hypocrite. How am I? You give Glazers money. Listen, this is what you will never understand. Seashore. I don't know if you've been to the stadium, but you know, if I don't go, Saeed don't go, we're gonna be replaced by corporate seats, mate. Hospitality seats, and they're gonna charge £400 for somebody to sit there and lap up the Glazers. What the Glazers are going to the football club. So go and educate yourself, because you make yourself look like a fool. So stop listening to certain Terry Flowers. I don't do an indirects. I throw shots where it needs to be shot, where it needs to be thrown. Go and listen to Terry Flowers. To me, that's what his little talking point is. Fans shouldn't go. 15,000 left, mate. They were still here. What more do you want? What more do you want? No fans in the stadium to discontenting the Glazer ownership of the football club. Is that what you want? That's what you want, innit? Because you've never been told. You don't know how it works. You don't know how it works.
Yeah. And look, I said to you, you know what I mean? Me and Nuruddin could go, but you know what I mean? I don't see that as a reason why the Glazers don't want to go, man. 100%, man. There's always another fan that's going to be replaced, people. That's as simple as that. Yeah, I mean, and it's not a realistic situation where, you know, you're going to see every single season code at least, you know, leave their stadium. And they're not, and they get replaced. There's literally a waiting list of 3 or 4 years now. With that, you know, you can block the stadium, you can stop the game from happening. I think that all things that we can do. I think you're right. I think we can leave the stadium early. We can empty out Old Trafford. That's something that we could do. But again, you need a United fan base. That's the problem, man. And we ain't got that, man. You can't even unite on stuff like this. So, I mean, I just don't see it, man. I really don't.
Wow. Okay, me and Saeed will stop going if you stop watching, if you don't give your money to Sky and Discovery.
There you go.
How about that for a deal? How about that for the deal? No, because you're going to watch as well, aren't you? You're an absolute hypocrite. You're the biggest hypocrite. And you just expose yourself for what you are. Shout out Lewis. He says, I fell for Nuruddin after his Glastonbury fan camp. It wasn't Glastonbury. It was actually...
Galatasaray.
Oh, Galatasaray.
Galatasaray, yeah. Galatasaray. Yeah.
You fell for me.
Yeah.
Big up, Lewis. Listen, like I said, I need all the love I can get at the moment. So it's all good. Anybody asking me and saying not to go to the stadium, stop watching then. Stop watching the games on Sky or the dodgy box or whatever you've got. Stop watching it. We'll do the same if you do it. Yeah? But you're not, aren't you? Because that's why you're the biggest hypocrites. You're here to throw shade, mate. You're here to throw shade. You see how much money they get from the fan base. They don't get that much from the fan. The money the Glazers that keeps the Glazers there is advertising, mate. Me and Saeed do not buy any merch.
No.
We do not buy any merch.
None.
No. So there we go.
None.
There we go. And that's what it is. That's what it is here. Look. So yeah. Can argue this all day, people. But big up Doctor, man. Doctor. Big up Dr. Mohammed Nuruddin, plus France, Saeed, Kerr, Free Lewis, Jimmy's special guest. Kerr, Free Lewis, yeah. Big up, man. Big up. Love to you, Dr. Mohammed. Man. Did you send Terry from the? I didn't send. No, that because people keep sharing his. People keep sharing his little rants about it's all because of the fans going to the stadium. Listen, in 19 years, I've not bought a shirt. I used to go when I was a kid, Saeed. I'm not lying to you, especially the winter time around this time. I used to go and get the gloves, Saeed. I used to go and get the woolly hat. You know, the Umbro and the Adidas old school Umbro woolly hat, gloves. That's what I used to go and get. I don't do that anymore. I do not do that. I've not done it for 19 years. I've had people buy me shirts for my birthday. I've had people buy me, and I've told them all, stop buying me for my birthday or Christmas or Eid. I'm like, nah, don't do it. Who's got the worst Wi-Fi at Old Trafford? Oh, Nuruddin. That's the question, yo.
Listen, man, they got Wi-Fi, but that's what I'm saying. You can only do certain things with the Wi-Fi. You can't. It's a closed Wi-Fi. It's not a public Wi-Fi. You know, there's certain websites you can't go on. There's certain things you can't do. You can't check comments on YouTube and whatnot. So you can't really live stream. You know what I mean? It's nothing expands. Yeah. It's just literally a simple, browse search, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying to George B. They don't even understand how it works. So educating them, it's not even the point because they don't know how it works. They'll get banned if they don't use their tickets. Fans need to walk out.
You will get banned. You will get. I think it's if you don't at least go to at least was it 10 games? Yeah, you have to go to 10 games.
Listen, they're not walking out. Fans are not walking out. They're not walking out. They're not walking out. They are not walking out. Nuruddin is Copenhagen. No, because bro, I've not heard nothing. All I've heard is that Richard Arnold and the other Muppets have shit themselves, shit their bed, and have gone, can we get extra police, please? Extra police, please. That's what they've done. At the end of the day, you have to go in and then do a walkout when you've been in there for a certain time. And I told you, the guys who would do the walkout, those people, 15,000 of them, 20,000 left, stopped going. Because they knew what the Glazers were doing. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a secret what the Glazers' plan was. So, Saeed, I don't know what these people are. I don't know how morals we need to educate these people. Throughout the years, so many fans stopped going. Why? Because they knew it was a disaster. So, seriously, in terms of how disappointing. So, in terms of the fan groups, very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah.
And
listen,
it
I
shows
think for me, it's one of them
everything you need to know about the fan base, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're not going to get everyone united. And that's the thing, man. That's the thing, you know what I mean, and whatnot. And simply, you know, you have to understand where we're at right now. You know, it's toxic, it's bad, you know, and we need everyone to stay focused, man. Simple as that, man. You know, we need everyone to be united, but it's not gonna. I think everyone's got their own agendas, man. You know what I mean, everyone's got their own people to kind of, you know what I mean. You can't really say things as, you know, censored and whatnot. It's sad, man. That's why you see a lot of people just leave wherever they're at, man. You know what I mean? That's why I left certain places, and Nudin doesn't do things for people, you know, because you find out where people's minds are really at, man. In it, Nudin, like you kind of understand who's really in it and who's just really someone who's trying to fake it. You know what I mean? You can't fake it in this, man. You gotta be real, man. You know, you gotta be real. You know, so simple as that.
Yeah,
Simple as that, man.
At the end of the day, it's simple as that. This is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. Big up to it. Is it just me? Evening, everyone. Hope rips are healing already. United fans are too polite. Glazers will respond to hostility. United shut down match against Liverpool. Take matters into your own hands. Listen, at the end of the day, listen. If you do anything that's football-related violence, you go to prison in this country. They've got it on lock, man. That's called the middle classification of football in this country. Fans, apathy reigns. Majority of the fans in the stadium are not working class. That's why Roy Keane pointed it out a long time ago. Prawn cocktail. He weren't talking to working class people like me and Saeed. He weren't talking to us. Yeah. He was talking to you know who are telling you, we've got to engage. We've got to communicate. I've read out their statements just before. These are the people he was talking to. This is it. Who would you prefer in goal, Onana or Bartes? Bartes, mate, at this moment in time. At least he was funny.
You don't tell that to
you know what I'm saying? Bartes used to smoke, you know. One time I was on a night out. I was on Deanscape. Bartes walked past with a four-wheel, I think it was a Range Rover, smoking a big one out of the car, you know, honestly. Just big cigar or big cigarette like that. Like that, looked at me and I was shocked. I was like, what? I love Bartes all day. I love that, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, listen,
Bartes, man.
Saeed, let the people know where they can catch you, man. Are you doing the Big Six tonight?
No, we're doing pro clubs tonight, so watch us on pro clubs. But yeah, man, just like the video though. How many likes are we on? 163.
What time you live with at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. So yeah, big up to everybody locked in. Make sure you like the video. Just keep the faith, man. Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. I mean, make sure you just enjoy your life as well, man. Not always by United, you know. No, I'll be serious. Like, I'm starting to just enjoy life. Like, I'm not really like, exactly. You know, Man United's not the all NBA. If it is, it is, but it's not.
No, it's not like you disengage because a little bit of Man United soul, Saeed, the little bit of your love for the club dies inside. That's what the Glazers do. They chop away at every little bit for your love for the club. Chop away. That's what they do. That's what they do. So a lot of people are emotionally checked out. A lot of people are. We just go to the games, go talk about the games, but emotionally, in terms of competing for big trophies, emotionally checked out. And 25% ain't changing shit. 25% ain't changing shit, people. And be ready, people. I'm going to tell you something now. If it's not already started, I'm going to predict another thing before you go. I'm going to predict there's going to be multiple articles in the next weeks and coming days, next weeks and month about Sheikh Jazim and the Qatar bid, saying how it was disingenuous. They didn't offer that money.
Yeah.
They were lying to the fans. They sold the fans a dream so that you can accept 25% of Jim the Rat Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that prediction. Clip this up if you want, people. I'm going to make that prediction. Clip this up if you want. That in the next couple of days, next weeks,
well,
months,
he should do. He should do. His NDA should be over. He should do, really, when you deep
no,
it. So.
no, it's not. They're gonna be the anti Qatar, the Islamophobes and racists are gonna be writing articles telling you Sheikh Jassim could not afford the club. I mean, that's what the Glazers asked for. He couldn't do it and he lied to the fans that he was gonna give them a new stadium and he was gonna do this. Jim Ratcliffe is the only game in town, and we got to accept it. We got to take it on board. Jim will do it at the end. Jim will fix it. Jim will fix it at the end. Nah, man.
Wow.
Jim has gone into bed. We could have had a new start, people. And if Jim buys out the Glazers by the end of the year, I'll take everything back what I said from the Glazers. Everything I've said about how he's a rat, I'll take it all back. If by the end of the year he owns their shares, he owns 59%, I'll take it back. But that's not happening. So it is what it is. Haha, stop. Yeah. We're pulled out when Man UFC hosted both parties at Old Trafford, and they're carrying a training conference. Man, Radcliffe and the people are impressed. Let me just get this last bit. They asked the right questions, and they were said to be the straightforward, transparent about what they could not do. Oh, honestly, there we go, Zaid. I just predicted it, and it just comes up right now.
Yeah.
I can't laugh. Zaid, I just said it. What did I just say? What did I just say?
Yeah.
We didn't have to wait for weeks. We didn't have to wait for days or months. We just got it right now. This is the PR. It is what it is, people. Big up. And hold tight, Rio Ferdinand, for clickbaiting the fan base. I hope you're happy, Rio. You are an absolute disgrace.
He needs to come out, man. He needs to come out. He's not done his podcast today. He normally does his podcast today, and he's not done anything today.
Mate. He's a disgrace, mate. Disgrace. Listen, smash a like. Saeed, you're live at 9 o'clock. 9
o'clock. 9 o'clock. I'll see you then.
Go and check out Straight Jacket Podcast 251. Go and check that out, people. Love and
check it out, people.
Listen,
we're out.
If you want the truth, this is the club. This is where you come, people. If you want the truth, but we're out. Love, light, always. Win, lose, draw. Peace. Free Palestine. Glazers out.
Always.
Jim the Ratcliffe, rat out. Glazers and Jim the Ratcliffe out, mate. Peace, love, and light. Out. Take care. Look after yourselves.
Take care, people.
Love.
Love, love, love.